Hi, welcome to Speaking in Your Basement. If you want to become a high gravity speaker, and I absolutely encourage you to, one of the things you're going to have to master is avoiding waste. And specifically, you don't want to waste a second if you can avoid it. Now, when you tell people this, of course, some people instantly go to, well, what if I waste seconds, minutes, days, hours, weeks, and longer? The not wasting a second is an ideal. That's something to aspire to. If you don't attain it, that's not important. You're improved by having moved towards the ideal. So you get a little bit better, and you get a little bit better, and you get a little bit better. But one thing to pay attention to is how you pay attention to other people and yourself. Attention is huge throughout life, but certainly in relationships. And sometimes you can get a lot of impact with someone by just paying a little more attention to them. It's very easy as someone married, a parent, or someone who's very busy, both quite frequently, to try to do multiple things at once and maybe try to have a conversation while you're cleaning something up or doing something else. Some of the time that might be necessary, but you absolutely want to have some of the time where you just pay attention to the other person. And do your best to drop anything you're thinking or anything else that's going on for you. Just put that out of your mind, put it to the side as best you can, and pay attention to this person. Focus in on them. Look at them. Really listen to what they say. Look at them. See if you can notice something special about their body language, or the way they're holding themselves, their tone. You can see that. You can hear their tone, their volume, their pacing, their pausing, how they actually word it. Are they wording it particularly careful? Does their tone sound highly emotional? Is their tone completely flat? Notice, just start to pay attention. You certainly don't have to pay attention to all those things. The point is that you're pouring more awareness into it. The pouring more awareness into it will be felt by them over time. More and more, they're going to recognize you're someone who actually cares about them, because you're giving them one of your most valuable assets. You're giving them your time, in essence. Whether it's a few seconds, a few minutes, or longer, that's time you don't give back. And when you're willing to give that to someone else, to just pay attention to them, it's incredibly valuable. Now, you do have to be cautious about who you do this with. There are people that will attempt to take advantage of you. But for the people that you care about, the people that are important to you, the people that are major players in your life, some of the time you need to be giving them undivided attention. And on that same note, occasionally you need to give yourself, or what's important to you, undivided attention. And that can easily just be your speaking practice that we've been talking about, your 5 minutes a day. Pour yourself into it as completely as you can. Give yourself that time, however much time it is, to really focus in on how you're saying. Focus in on how you're feeling, on how you're expressing the words. How are you standing? How are you holding yourself while you're doing this, while you're doing your practice? Let it become a more interesting thing. What emotion could you add into it? Is there some emotion in there that you prefer drop or take out? Let yourself play with this. Have fun. Focus on it. Just the one. There's always other people that are trying to take your focus. Your boss, whatever relationship in, any kids you might have, friends, not to mention all the endless TV shows and other distractions there are out there. There's always someone trying to get your focus. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with giving the different people and different things in your life, even pastimes, or even things that are more or less a waste of time, just TV, video games, whatever. It's fine to give all that some of your attention, but give you some of your attention consistently as well. Make sure you get in some of your own time as well. And when you do that consistently over time, there's a kind of satisfaction that builds up. And that building of satisfaction over time is another thing that can add in to you being a high gravity speaker. It's well worth your time. I'm Ben Langley. Thank you very much for spending some time with me today. We'll talk again soon.